When we think we are unworthy, it means that for some reason we believe that we have to prove we have a right to our space on the planet, in life, as we are, being who we are. And that means that we will do all manner of wonderfulness to prove we deserve to be here. And usually, some of the common things are we overcommit, overgive, we overdo, we over excuse, we overcompensate, and we stay in difficult, desperate, hurtful, harmful situations much longer than it is wise or productive to do so. Worth, what it is that you expect from the world in response to who you are is very different from value. Self-value means how you hold yourself within yourself and what you expect as a result. Now, in order to get to the worth, if you're not holding yourself within yourself as worthy, then what you expect from the world is surely going to hurt you. So here's an assignment for you. For the next 40 days, every morning you are to write 40 statements of I am. I am love. I am beauty. I am peace. I am joy. I am power. I am worth. I am value. I am truth. I am light. I am wealth, health, whatever it is. I am. And write it as a noun, not as a verb. Not I am loving or I am lovable. I am love. I am power. Every day for 40 days. If you miss a day, go back and do it again. I am. It will restore your worth.
And I got all my sisters with me. And I want this time. Oh, this is ladies' night. Oh, what a
Good evening. Good evening. I am so excited and just elated about tonight. Tonight is ladies' night, y'all. So we are just coming together tonight. There's a little bit of structure to our show tonight. So welcome to Rebrand Her, the Black Woman. So that's what I wanted to title it today. I just want to let everyone know out there on Facebook, share this post because share this live because we watch all kinds of drama every single week, every single day. That's how they post us on TV, with a bunch of drama. Women who make millions of dollars that still get into arguments. But this show is going to be something totally different. We want to highlight the positivity of the Black woman. We want to highlight our views, and I just wanted to have a show to where you could see a group of Black women who have an educated discussion, and just let their personality shine through. So welcome tonight. Welcome my co-host today, Christina Williams.
Hello.
Kimberly Johnson.
Hello.
Kims are awesome. Janique Mason. Mina Ross, aka Danielle. And so we did have Tasha Goe. I didn't catch her last name. I'm sorry. Thomas. Okay. So she's having some technical difficulties. So hopefully she'll pop back in. Okay. So ladies, welcome to the show. I want everyone, we're going to do like a round robin. Just kind of everybody. Hey, Tasha.
Hi.
So I want everybody to just outline what they do for a living. Just so we can just prove to the audience that this is a very diverse background. So Tasha, you want to go first?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I am a hospice nurse. I've been a hospice nurse for 25 years. And for the past 5 years, I am now in hospice sales, hospice transition, I suppose.
Mhm.
But yep, I'm in the marketing field of hospice now.
Awesome. Christina?
Hi, I'm a communications consultant. My client I've had for about almost 10 years now is CDC. So I do everything across the gamut from them for their health marketing to web and social media and media relations.
Okay. Kimberly?
Yes, I am a contracting officer here in DC. I've been working for the Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Prisons, for the past 12 years. So I'm up here in DC working for the feds.
All
Yeah.
right. The feds is always watching. That's what
They
they
Right.
always watching.
Right?
Janique?
I am also in hospice. I've been in hospice now for about 12 and a half years. Tasha and I pretty much do the same thing. We're on the marketing business development side of hospice. You know, we go out and we maintain the business and we obtain the new business. That is what we do.
Okay.
That's
Mina?
right.
Let me say I wear many hats. So my first job would be a full-time mom.
Mhm.
I'm also a chef, and I have two other companies. Well, three. So I have a marketing company. And we also do credit funding for businesses, which we also do the credit repair for businesses and personal. And then I have my bakery stuff that I do along as being a chef. So
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And of course, everybody out there in Facebook land already knows who I am. My name is Kimberly Dial. I'm a practice manager for a general surgeon's office here in Plano, Texas. I am from East Texas. Me and Anthony actually graduated high school together. So I've been in the medical field for the past 15, probably plus years.
wow.
And that's just all about me. So tonight I wanted to talk about the evolution of the Black woman's appearance. Okay. And how we've evolved in our appearance as far as our makeup, as far as our clothes, our bodies, our hair, our fashion. So let's start off with you, Christina.
Yes.
How do you feel about where we are now in 2021, at the end of 2021? How do you feel about where we are now in society and how society views us, our appearance?
I feel like we've come a long way from, from when I was growing up and, thinking of times from high school to college, being self-conscious about my hair or my skin or my facial features or things that authentically make us or styles and fashion that we knew that we would see in videos, movies and stuff like that, and you take that out and wear it somewhere and they're asking you, where do you get that from? Why are you wearing those earrings? And but of course now they're doing it now, right? So it's that kind of thing where it validates us. And so you don't know, luckily in this same lifetime I've gotten to see that. And now that I have a daughter, it to me gives me enough confidence, energy, and just to let her know, like, be you, do you, don't let anybody tell you different. Another great example is I went to school for journalism, and a big part of why I didn't stick with it was to be a news anchor was the way, you couldn't wear your hair a certain way, you couldn't look a certain way. And so now seeing how I see Black women on the news with, in the news with braids and every type of sew-in and every type of hair color is just amazing to me, because 20 years ago that was not the case. You had to have or almost roller set type hair. It had to be pulled off of your face. It couldn't be a fro, it couldn't be natural at all. And so seeing that and knowing that has transitioned is just, it's amazing to me to see, because that was like a big thing. I used to look at myself on some of the videos and some of the news stories I used to do and was like, oh no, I can't do this.
Oh yeah. Right. Well, Adrian, he commented and said, I feel like the Black woman has come to a point where they don't have to be ashamed of her natural curves and beauty. And I agree. I mean, you know, in the last 5 years alone, to me, we are embracing our natural hair, our natural curls, our natural bodies, um, and our natural face. You know, people are kind of getting more into skincare, getting facials, taking care of what you have,
Mm-hmm.
and just not adding a whole lot. But I mean, it's fine if that's what people want to do. I feel like it's your choice. Whatever makes you happy and makes you the most confident, I just say do it. And I don't have to call on you guys. I want everybody to just jump in. Just jump in. Just get in where you fit in on the conversation. We're just conversing. That's all. Janique, it looks like you have something to say.
Yeah, I mean, I totally I agree
What?
with what she was saying earlier, just about, you know, having to look a certain way and things of that sort if you were, you know, in the public eye or anything like that. Even now, you know, I've called Tasha before and I say, Tasha, you know, I really want to get some braids, or I really want to do this. I mean, what do you think? You know, because of what we do for a living.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we step into these physicians' offices and these hospitals and things of that sort, um, it's unfortunate because I have seen colleagues walk in, I mean, really just kind of on like the casual tip,
Mm-hmm.
and be able to obtain the same business or handle the same business. Whereas myself, as a Black woman, I have to be, I'm expected to be on point.
Oh yeah.
Or it's a problem. Hair needs to be laid, makeup needs to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to be strictly business when it comes to the outfit versus a colleague. In the summertime, I'm seeing them out in sundresses, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
So, but if I walk in with the sundress, it's a problem, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just, you know, what Adrian was saying about, you know, everybody embracing, you know, their natural hair and curves and things like that. My mom told me, she said, you know, I knew at an early age when you were a little girl that you were going to be a full figure woman. And she said, so therefore I knew, as beautiful as you were to me and as beautiful as you would be to other people, I knew that I was going to have to instill 2 times the confidence in you, you know, rather than if you were not a full figure woman. So I really think it's just about, it's a thought process, you know. I have no problem with being full figured. I really don't have a desire to, I have a desire to be healthy, which I am healthy, but I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I'm obsessed with losing weight and things of that sort, which happens in other cultures. I
Right.
feel like if I'm healthy and, you know, I'm happy, and that's really what it's about. So
Yes. Well,
I think it's really just,
we had a viewer that said beauty, natural is beauty. We also had have a viewer that says, I don't think that we were ever ashamed. We felt we had to do what our counterpart wanted us to do to get that
yep,
job.
yep,
I
Conforming.
kind of feel like it's
Absolutely.
where you are, where you live, like what region you live in. When I lived in California, for some crazy reason, natural hair was better. Darker skin was beautiful. The bold, the outgoing, the, you know, out of sync was the best. In
Mm-hmm.
Texas, I feel like right now in this time, Black is gorgeous, and it's like everybody wants to be Black right now or have a Black friend, or, you know, and so anything I
Not
do,
everybody want to be Black.
I feel like it, right, Janique?
Yes, they
Like if
do.
we walk in
It's a
somewhere
lot of
right now,
culture vultures out there.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
if we
That's what
walk
I'm
Yeah.
talking
somewhere
about.
right now, it's weird now, and I get it. Nobody wants to be marked as a racist, and so they always want to gather to you now, and so
mm-hmm,
everything you do, like, oh, your hair is so cute. Don't
yep,
touch it.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
don't
touch
touch
it.
mm-hmm.
Don't
Right.
touch it.
Do
Your hair
not
is so
touch
cute.
it.
Oh, your skin is so soft.
Mm-hmm.
Did you expect it not to be?
Yeah.
Yes,
Not. I
absolutely.
use lotion. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You touch my
use
hair, you gonna
lotion.
draw back a nub. That's what
Right.
yes,
Right.
you're gonna
Right.
draw back a nub because I don't have
Mhm.
time for that. Well, y'all, I hate to cut us short on this. We can continue, but next up is rebrand her, where we spotlight African American woman in the community. And so we'll be right back after these messages.
It's smart.
If you just think about it, everybody that has had a harm or a foul done to them has been paid some form of reparations, except for us.
It's informative.
Systemic racism is a form of racism that is embedded as normal practice within society or an organization.
It's funny.
We were doing a march for equal rights for people in the adult industry with missing limbs.
Because that's the thing I feel our community is missing the most. We just don't take action. We're so skeptical of so many things that we wind up being the ones holding ourselves back.
It's rebrandUS.
What are our superpowers? We are clothed in capes of many. Counselors, self-sufficient women, the epitome of strength.
It's more than just a podcast. It's a movement. And there's no us without her.
So tonight, ladies, I want to spotlight a lady that I met a couple of years back. She and I have almost the same birthday, and we met each other out while we were celebrating our birthdays. Her name is LaTanya Donaldson. She owns a store in Music City Mall in Louisville, Texas. It's like on the outskirts of Dallas, Texas. So she owns a store there in Music City Mall, and it's called the Queen's Parlor. And what she has hair braiding services in there. She has body sculpting services, and she sells clothes in there. She also has a foundation that's called the Calling All Queens Network. And that's where all Black women of every background comes together, and they network, and they come up with, they bounce their ideas off of each other, and they help each other get their business off the ground. And it's just a very good camaraderie that they have. And so I just wanted to spotlight her tonight. I wish that she was able to come on, but of course her store is open and she's working that. She's actually doing a bunch of advertising, but LaTanya is she's very instrumental in her community, with the DFW being such a big area. She's conquering it. She's really working it. So these are the type of people that I like to spotlight and rebrand her, that are really trying to make a difference in our communities. And she sells kids clothes and everything. So it's not just us. It just trickles right on down. So hats off to LaTanya. Okay. So Anthony wants to know the hottest old school album before 2000.
I can't think back that far.
Hottest old school
That's
album.
a good question.
Old school album. Gerald,
I don't know what genre, Anthony.
Right, there's a lot of genre.
Kind of narrow it down.
So because nobody wants to hear the word R. Kelly anymore. So
because I was gonna say, because unfortunately that would have been it. But we don't call him R. Kelly anymore. We call him Robert. He is not worthy.
Feel like, honestly, y'all, I feel like he's still the king of R&B. Nobody else has put
out it'll never get old.
Unfortunately, I think it would be Robert, because we're not just talking about one album. We're talking about several albums, all the way from 12 play on up to like TP2.
Oh, he got a fan.
All that stuff. Yeah. So
right.
I'm sorry.
we'll leave Robert alone. No, he doesn't deserve more than 15 seconds.
Okay. I got one. I got one. Prince.
Oh,
Prince.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in love with Prince. I'm sorry.
Okay. Don't apologize.
Yes. Prince.
Don't apologize. It's Slim Thug for me. Anybody who knows me know I just love Slim Thug.
He said
it's old school.
Right? Category.
Oh no.
Like how he said before 2000. Okay. Let me see.
I'm gonna say Michael Jackson.
Here we go.
Yes.
What?
Michael
What-
had fans across the world, so.
What about like Jagged Edge or
Oh yeah.
something
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
Boys to
Yeah.
Men. Remember Boys to Men was hot.
Boys to
Boys
Men.
to Men.
was
That's my number
hot,
one group. That is my favorite.
I miss
Right.
Guy. Do you
Oh, what
y'all
about
remember Guy?
Silk? What about Silk?
Silk was
Oh
good.
yeah,
Okay,
Silk.
Silk.
What about
Yeah.
what is it? What was it? Emotions, Knocking Boots. What was
Oh,
that group?
H-Town. Good one. I
H-Town.
love H-Town. Oh, I love
True.
H-Town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
True.
one
Yeah,
song by
True.
True. I
that was
didn't
good.
get to school each day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Mhm.
That was
Trip
the
is from
song.
my
It came on
hometown.
in the car, and I had to tell my girls. I said,
I
"This is
said
what
Gerald
we
Levert. Go ahead on Facebook. I said Gerald.
Danielle Jones.
Oh, Danielle Jones.
Danielle
That's a good
Jones.
one,
Danielle
Adrian.
Jones.
That's a good one. That's
Was
a good
Danielle
one.
Jones before 2000?
He started. He started with the "This is for my players in the hood."
Okay.
That was the song it started with.
Okay, so we got a quiz for y'all. Okay, who is the dancer, singer, actor, fundraiser, author, and poet who read a specially composed poem at the President Bill Clinton's inauguration in 1993?
Maya Angelou.
Angelou?
Maya Angelou.
Well, it had to be Maya Angelou, but he didn't tell me that. You know what? He didn't tell me the answer to this. So,
Oh yeah, it was Maya Angelou.
It's my. I mean, just a description itself.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I don't remember his speech.
yeah,
Or, I don't remember his inauguration, but
Yeah, he said it's Maya Angelou.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Somebody said
Who said
Somebody said
Greer?
Pam. Adrian said
Hey,
Pam.
I love her. We share a birthday.
So I got another question for y'all, and this is about our parents and everything, ladies. So which one would you prefer? Do you prefer wigs, weave, or natural, or perm?
Ooh, D, all the above.
Natural. I've been
Me
natural for the past 3 years. So, but I used to do perms too. And
Oh,
if I
yeah.
get me a good stylist, I'll go back to perms. But
Okay.
right now, I'm natural because I don't know the area.
And
If
it's
I could-
beautiful. It's beautiful. I
It
love
looks
it.
good.
Thank you.
Knew how to put on the good lace. What is it? A lace front by myself. I would do it, but I'm like, I'm scared because I've seen too many people take their edges out.
Girl, you got to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working with what I got, so I'm not trying to lose.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Tasha,
love
what you
some
think?
braids. I love some braids.
Oh, yeah.
I love a good weave. I really do. But I do like my natural hair, so I move in between a weave and a U-part wig. I'm
Oh,
good
okay.
about that.
Okay. Is that where you leave it out at the top?
You leave it out at the top, and then the rest of your hair is in plaits. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Or my sister calls them straight backs.
Okay, straight back. Okay.
Straight backs.
I'm gonna remember that. Christina?
So I haven't had a relaxer in 10 years, but I still go and get my hair straightened at the natural salon. But I prefer this because it's just easier to manage. Because natural hair, people think it's easy. That ain't no joke.
Nope.
Trying to keep them curls. And my problem is my curls will be popping right here and back here. Yeah, so I'm still working. I'm still working on that. But I love my natural look. Like I love my hair like that. And I love to see women's like their curls, all the different curl patterns, and when they put color.
I think everybody has that like little nappy spot. It's just one spot in there that just don't lay down like every other part.
That's where you gotta slap some extra gel on it.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about it.
Make it blend. Make it blend.
Yeah.
So I think that. I think we can rock anything we want to rock.
Right.
You hear me? From a wig, as long as you lay those little baby hairs down,
Right.
A weave, as long as it's weaved in there right, and you ain't got a track, showing and hanging down this way. I feel like as long as it's done right, we can do anything. And there's not another race that's more versatile with their look than the Black woman.
That's right.
So,
some people want different looks, though. You got women that want to change it up and switch it up.
Right? Yeah. Because I might want to be the Queen of Sheba tonight. And then tomorrow I
And
might
you
want to be,
can.
you know,
You
Christina,
can.
you know,
Yeah.
from Jamaica or something with some braids. I love braids.
You know what I love
I
when I
love
would
it.
change up my hair and then you go to school or work the next day and
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what
they're
happened?
like, oh my
Right.
God, how'd you do your hair like that?
They be about to lie. They be about
Every
to
Magic.
morning I
lie.
braided it all up every morning. They're like,
You know,
oh,
Yeah.
I want to
amazing.
say back in the day, it was against the law for Black women. Well, I don't know all through the South, but mainly like in New Orleans and other cities, we weren't allowed to show our hair. We had to. That's why they used to wear the bonnets and the cover ups, because it was against the law for us to show all our beautiful mane, because their mane didn't wear like ours did. So we had to tap our hair up.
We've always been restricted. You know, it's like you always put a
Mm-hmm.
cap on our beauty. But now, this is what I like about today's time. Like, nobody, you know, we won't let anybody put a cap on our beauty. We're doing everything under the sun, you know, including wearing their mane better than them, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm talking about you, I probably am. So let's be petty for a second, just for a second. So, ladies, what's a funny, most petty reason you have ever broken up with a person before?
Ooh.
So I read a thread the other day on Facebook, and these ladies were going off on this question. Okay, one lady was like, the guy's gums were black.
Ooh.
And they kept getting blacker.
She should have never got started.
Never should have dated that person.
Not they kept getting blacker. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Then another lady was saying another lady was saying that he that his sneeze stank.
All
Front of the back.
of it stinks.
Me personally, I don't want to date a guy that has dirty fingernails.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
It
fair.
wouldn't even get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So do y'all have any other petty reasons?
Breakup? I mean, to me, like these superficial things, we wouldn't be dating.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was gonna say. I don't think
Yeah.
they make it past
Right.
that point.
You
Yeah.
you
Right.
came up to me with black gums. Oh,
yeah.
your nails
Well-
were dirty. You trying to shake my hand? No.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the first thing that you notice on a guy whenever you meet a guy? What's the first thing?
Height.
What they
that
smell
you
like.
look-
I'm
that.
5'10". I need height. I need
Yeah,
height.
That's
you better smell right if you walked it up to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless,
Right.
unless you just got off of a hard working job.
Oh,
You
okay.
better smell right.
Okay, so Tasha.
Teeth.
I need
teeth.
height.
Sure.
So height, teeth, obviously style. Everybody can tell when you got a fresh cut. Just even an edge up. Just keep it clean, edged up.
Yeah. Janique?
Facial hair.
For me, it is the way he's dressed. Even if he's casual, he can have on a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt walking out of the local Walmart or Target, but are they clean? Do you have tons of stains on them? Are they,
tons of stains? Do you have a stain?
Yeah, so for
Singular.
me, the first thing I notice is what they're wearing. I would also say height, teeth is a big thing for me. And if we're close enough, if we're close enough, like for instance, I don't date anymore because I'm married. Okay. But for instance, back in the dating days, if you were in an atmosphere like a club or a lounge or something like that, and somebody approached you, okay, what do you smell like? Because I expect you to have on some cologne because you know what you came here for.
Right.
From Cologne.
Right.
You know that everybody has Kush cologne now, so
right.
Yeah. Way right.
That's true.
Yeah, so I would say appearance is probably the number one thing that that I notice when I see a guy.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds fair to me for sure. Well, because that's the first thing they look at whenever they see us.
Of course.
They looking at our backside. They looking at our
right.
Right.
and hair and how we carry ourselves and everything. And so, I mean, hey, it's all in fairness, right? So,
Right.
we're gonna break off, and it's time for Ace's Place. So,
Oops. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
What
time
was
to go.
that?
That was the
that
timer.
was right on time.
Sparky is unhappy right now.
Oh my God.
That was right on time because
I'll be right back.
He said, "Get over here now."
that sounds like a dope.
Rebrand us is motivating, inspiring. It's a conversation that needs to be had. It's Adrian, the Ace Stinson.
If you're not gonna help, don't hurt.
Eric Russell.
We need financial literacy. We also need to get over this level of fear that we have.
Anthony Gibson.
That my ancestors, whether they were slaves, innovators, or the first blacks to do something, their lives had a purpose.
It's unique to any other podcast. It's Rebrand You, Rebrand Me. It's Rebrand Us.
Deep down, I don't think any of us thought that we would see a conviction, even though it was on video. What's funny about it is Herschel does exactly what the slave masters used to do back in the day. He used the Bible to get his point across. Stop letting TV raise the kids, and stop letting sports be the only way out, things like that.
Ace's Place.
I'm on?
Yes. Hey, Ace.
Okay. What's going on? I'm just showing my nice clothes, my pink gums, my big teeth with the gap. How y'all doing?
We can't smell you.
That's, you have to visualize like how you think it would be. Notice the floral behind me over here. The floor, it's all right.
Oh.
First of all, I think great show, ladies. I've been enjoying it. I know all of our listeners have been enjoying it. A lot of our people in Mexico have been responding on the email as well.
Mexico.
Knock it off.
We have viewers in Mexico. We have viewers in Germany. Hey,
Okay.
y'all more than we. Hey, we're not just local.
My party people. Okay.
I asked them, some can't even really speak out. Like, how y'all enjoying the show? They were just typing back C. So I guess, I guess they enjoying that. Tonight on Ace's Place, since this is the season, I wanted to actually discuss the issue of homeless, and discuss the issue of giving back. No matter where we're from, whether we're in Washington D.C., Dallas, Texas, Florida, wherever, homeless is a big issue. Homeless is a situation in the United States where a lot of people have a misconception. It's more than people being lazy, not wanting to do things. People who've been abandoned by their family. They have mental problems. Some people have had life challenges that have put them in the situation. You even have when we think of homeless, we don't think about it a lot of times, but you have women with children who were in abusive relationships that had to leave. They escaped and they left with nothing, and they're literally starting over from the ground. So this is a very near and dear to me. If you look on the screen here, you see this is a flyer for the Let's Start Giving Foundation, and it was started by my daughter, Alea Stinson, when she was 9 years old. We've now been going for 5 years, and what we do is we help feed and provide the homeless and people in danger of being homeless with the everyday necessities, as well as food, and we try to connect them with other agencies for things that they may need that we can't provide. This season, we've actually adopted 10 families from Angel Trees. And so we're putting the word out because we're trying to help as many families as we can, trying to have a normal Christmas. We know the season is definitely about the birth of Christ, but also for the children and things like that. Unfortunately, there are some expectations as far as when they wake up. We like to see a smile on people's faces, something under the tree, or that maybe mom or dad can't provide. So we've adopted 10 families, and we're just asking everybody if this is something that you might have passion for, something you may want to help, something you might want to do anonymously or whatever the case may be. Send your email. You can comment, or you can send your email or your phone number, and we can email or text you, or however you want to do the information. We have the list for the angel trees, and we can provide you with those, and you can get in contact with us. You see the information here on the flyer, and we can send you the information, and we can make that happen. We're gonna make sure that these 10 families try to have some sort of happy holidays. Now, we know 10 families can't save the world, but we can only do what we can do, and we can hope that we influence others to do their part as well. This upcoming Sunday, we'll be at and I forget the name every time, we'll be at the Union Gospel Shelter for women and children, and we'll also be feeding them this Sunday here in Dallas, Texas. And we just want to spread the spirit of giving. We're not rich by far, but if everybody does something, then we can put a dent in these things. It's homeless is really
awesome.
something that can be eradicated. Yeah, and I'm a pretty awesome guy, but I don't claim it in this situation. I try to,
That is awesome.
try to stay
And
humble.
awesome for your daughter to start this, to even think
Yeah.
beyond herself at that age. That's amazing.
Yeah. Your
Yeah, and I
offspring
mean,
gets it from somewhere. So
awesome father, thank you. That's right there. But yeah, but if you I'm trying to find a logo, and I can't find a big logo. I had this. If you can see this little, that is our logo right there. If you go on Facebook, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We are the Let's Start Giving Foundation. When you see that world with the hands around it, that is us. That's our little family and our little organization with the big heart, and we're trying to do our part. And I'm not sure, I can't see who it is, but if you would love to help, definitely
contact one of us.
contact one
We'll
of
get you
us.
what you need.
Pretty sure everybody have goods and information, or mine, but I'm going to put on in the comments. I'm actually going to put our number as well, where you can contact us here, and I promise you we don't have time to go to jail. So anything that we have goes to the right place it's supposed to go to. I actually feel like I'm too handsome to go to prison. I would have to fight a lot. I truly believe I'm a hot commodity across the board.
Okay.
Whatever the case may be.
Okay. Well, don't even worry about it, because you're not going. So
you're not going.
Okay, and that's I just wanted to spread that word. Like I said, for the holiday season, and I hope it gets to the point to where this is year round. It doesn't take the holidays, to bring it up. But definitely, like I said, this is a situation that can easily be eradicated. We have grocery stores and restaurants that throw away tons of food every night, and things like that. And we just want things to get to the point to where we, there's people out here literally starving to death, and you're throwing away 50 pounds of meat and things like that.
I can chime in on that. I can chime in on that really quickly. So I actually know a Black woman here in Atlanta. She started an organization called Goodr, Goodr, Goodr.
Okay.
And it's for that very exact reason. So she works with restaurants, including Atlanta Airport, to get their leftover food, to repackage it for people with that are in need of food. She
That's
actually
great.
knew someone personally who they had a nice house, looked like they had some stuff going on, good things going on. She assumed they might have had money, but one day she was at their house, went to the refrigerator, it was empty, and so literally, even though they had this house and weren't homeless, they were not eating to pay those bills.
They were hungry.
Yeah, they were hungry. They got into this house in those situations, and she just wanted to figure out a way to help people, and then of course get rid of waste. So I'll definitely share the link or something afterwards. But it same kind of premise, and I love how all our people are just thinking of ways to help each other and get rid of waste and kind of manage all of that stuff at the same time.
Right, because you kill two birds with one stone. Get rid of the waste, and then you're feeding someone.
Yeah.
And and people, philanthropy is very rewarding on the inside, and also it's just a blessing to be a blessing. Just period. So thank you, Ace.
Hey, anytime I can, I will.
Yes.
Okay, y'all. So we're talking about the Black woman's appearance. How do y'all feel about makeup? Let's talk about makeup just right quick. How do y'all feel about it, Janique?
I'm pretty serious about my makeup.
Okay.
You are very serious about your makeup, and it is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I just I like makeup. I've always liked makeup since I was a little girl. Loved playing in it, and it's just kind of something that that I like doing. Not just to enhance my beauty. I don't wear makeup because I feel like, oh my God, I have to have makeup in order to be accepted. I wear it because I truly do feel as though makeup does enhance beauty, and it's just something that I enjoy doing. But I only enjoy doing it on myself. I don't like doing other people's makeup. So that's just something that I like doing for myself.
Well, all right then. I think it's a wonderful thing. I wish I could get into it a little bit more, but I just do the basics.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the basics.
Do the basics. I just do. I feel like I always promote people just to do what works for you. And Kimberly, hey, that red. What shade of red?
Ruby Woo, baby, Ruby Woo, Ruby Woo. And I'm not a big makeup fan either. You know what I mean? I put a little on tonight. For most of the part time, I just go natural. You know what I mean? But when I step out, I don't know how to just put the basics on. It ain't much, Just a little mascara, little blush, little foundation, little lip, and I'm out to go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It don't take much.
When you step out, watch out. Huh?
When you look good, feel good. Okay.
You do.
True.
You do.
True.
That is my motto.
What about you, Mina?
Mine is by occasion.
Okay.
It's by occasion. If I'm natural, or I call it naked. I'm going out naked today, so I won't have nothing on. Maybe a little my favorite chapstick and a little bit of lip gloss. That the eyelashes but if I'm going out, I want some glitter and I'm gonna do it.
So, okay.
Yeah. Let them see me.
So I think it was People magazine deemed John Legend as the sexiest man alive. Is that what it is?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
And this year is Paul Rudd. This
Paul
year.
Rudd. Okay,
Yeah.
Paul Rudd. He
That
give me a
is.
little.
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
He's always in those comedies like, This Is 40. He's pretty funny. But he's in a lot of those comedies where you see the same white people in. It's usually him in those things. So
yeah,
he was in Think Like a Man, wasn't
Jungle
he?
Fever.
No. He's never. He's in these white comedy. Like I'm trying to think of all of the other ones. There he goes.
Oh, that's not 40.
Oh, is that who that is? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he ain't. I don't think he bad looking. I wouldn't say that.
They need to do a recount.
Yeah,
that ain't working.
Who would you nominate? Who would you nominate, Tasha? Okay, Christina, who would you nominate?
Idris Elba every year. Idris Elba for me.
Okay, because he got it in 2018?
Yeah, he need to get a few more years under his belt.
Okay. Janique?
Oh.
Don't say your husband either.
Well, girl, no, I wasn't gonna say that, but
you better, girl. He behind you.
Well, he's out there. But he knows how I feel. But you know what I would say? I would say like because my girlfriends and I were talking about this the other day, and we were talking about Lorenz Tate.
Yep.
Oh, he's come back.
Not old dog.
Yes. Him and
Method Man.
Okay.
Oh, Method Man. Oh,
Method Man making a
Method
comeback.
Man is on point.
Yes.
And what about? And we also talked about 50 Cent. He seems to get better with time.
Yeah.
50 is nasty. That's what
50 is petty. 50 is petty. But that doesn't change the way that he looks good. He looks good in those suits. He looks good in those suits.
Is it 50's look or actually the moves that he makes that makes him look better?
I think it's both. I think it's both.
He still looks like G Unit to me. Like,
you think so?
I just never. My sister says that about him, and I'm just like 50 Cent. Like, girl, like 50,
yeah, 50
real.
50 is sexy. 50 is sexy, and then I think he's petty, but I think he's an excellent businessman.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. So I don't know who I would nominate. Slim Thug. I think it's just sexy. So.
She is all on Slim.
I am. Anybody who knows me know I've had a crush on Slim since I was 17. So.
Slim Thug.
Yeah.
He's 6'6". The height, we were talking about the height the other day.
He is tall.
He's evolved, cut his braids off, doing just
got that nice beard
going
on. Yeah.
Back up, Christina. Back up.
You know, I've been looking at him on Instagram. He pops up on my feed regularly.
I ain't gonna lie, he is on my friend on Instagram. So
Oh, okay. Well, check this out, y'all. I want to talk about birth control. I kind of want to talk about birth control for just a hot second. I believe that birth control is it's backwards. Whoever came up with birth control, there had to be a man.
No, it was a white lady named Margaret Singer.
Well,
that was to keep us from repopulating the earth. That's what birth control was about.
Well, check this out. Margaret, I don't like Margaret.
None of us should, and none of us should.
No,
why you say it's backwards?
I mean, because like for instance, a man can have sex 9 times in a month, and he can produce 9 babies. Okay, a woman, she can have sex 9 times in a month. She's only going to produce 1 baby. And then birth control alters our hormones, sends us into menopause early, sends that out of whack, sends us they label us emotional all the time, and everything. So,
well, what do you do if you're in a serious relationship and you're not ready for kids?
Don't have sex.
I think if you're in a serious, if you're married, my sister was married for 15 years before they had their first child.
Yeah, you can be celibate and be married.
Well, I mean, that's a different situation. That's a different situation because I feel like that's a mutual respect that's given to one another.
Yeah. I mean, it was planned. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. My husband and I, we decided because we had our two so close together that that was it. You know what I mean? It was we were good. It was a done deal. The boy and the girl, perfect situation. So in the hospital room, my doctor said basically she was like, hey, maybe you want to consider telling my husband, maybe you want to consider getting a vasectomy because if she gets her tubes tied, then that, that's an actual, like, that's a surgery. She's gonna have to go under and all of this. There's a recovery process versus a vasectomy where you go in on a Friday and you good to go on a Sunday. You lay on the couch all day Saturday. So my husband and I made the decision, and he went to get a vasectomy on a Friday, and he laid it on the couch on Saturday, and we were up ready for church on Sunday. And
that's what I'm talking about.
Look, and it's no longer spraying and praying. We have a good time, okay? No problems. Okay.
Well, can you reverse them
spraying and praying.
You can reverse a vasectomy, can't you?
You can reverse, and that's the other thing. You can reverse a vasectomy, and it takes about the same. I mean, he went in and he was out in like 15 minutes. You know what I mean? The procedure took 15 minutes, whereas you can reverse it, having your tubes tied as well, but you got to go back under, you got to do all this extra stuff. It may work, it may not work, whereas a man, he can go back in 15 minutes later, it's put back together, voila. If you decide to change your mind.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that comes from also white men. I think they have created kind of a atmosphere or society where it's always been like the woman's problem, woman's fault with everything. And I remember I just like a couple of days ago, I don't know, y'all heard of that Loom deodorant?
Yes.
Yes. So they had
I've seen the commercials.
You saw the commercial where it was talking about like feminine odor, and they were like, why is it such a big deal, like for like advertising and marketing, is that to have all of these like different products around feminine odor, but nothing about a man and like his stinky genitals.
Oh yeah, because that can
it basically says that a lot of women's stuff comes from bacteria from men. So like the odor and all that other stuff comes from bacteria. Like we're not sitting around here just having it. It's coming from men. And it's just, it's always been, whether it comes to birth control and any other products that we use for ourselves, focus on our fault. And we have to fix it for them, which
they leave it up to the woman.
Right. Yeah. So
no, they say it was our fault because we were supposed to make that decision before we chose that partner. If he was responsible enough, if that's what was going to happen, was he going to be there afterwards? So that was our choice, because even the what was his good name, the Reverend somebody went off on women on TV saying that it's you have the legs and you have the choice whether if you want to open them or not, in so many words. And I'm like,
honey, long as you don't say Kevin Samuels, because he don't.
I can't even listen to him.
He is terrible.
That man's voice will make my ears catch
and he likes boys. And he likes boys and not
well.
Yeah.
So I've got a quiz for y'all. I'm gonna tell you the quiz. I'm gonna ask the question, and then we'll revisit it after this video. So, who became a self-made millionaire philanthropist after creating a hair product sold house to house, and later held what may be the first national meeting of businesswomen in the U.S. in 1917? Back after these messages.
All of my look down, look down, look down, look down, look down, look down. Let it go. So when I count to 3, Dark Shark, NASA is planning on going to Mars. And we've got you here, our first Martian, when I count to 3. It's 1, 2, 3. Just sit up, open your eyes. Hey there, our first Martian. What's your first impression of the planet Earth here? What'd you have this morning?
What was that?
Yes, what was that?
Y'all wrong for that.
They tricked us again. Is that what they did to all the black men?
I guess so, girl.
Oh my God.
Like the Tuskegee experiment.
I wanted to throw this out there. So we were talking about our wigs and stuff earlier. And we said, oh man, so I know we look at the queen haircuts, but do we look at them now different, that they get these fake toupees and stuff? Like, is that really your full head of hair and all that?
Oh, well, yeah, my thing is, don't be spraying that stuff on there.
Right.
I don't want that on none of my sheets and my pillowcases and stuff.
But I would be mad if I thought a guy had a nice, head of hair, and then come to find out that's none of that is his.
What bother me He doing what makes him feel good. Just
Right.
What makes me feel good.
But the hair made me feel good, and now he don't have it.
Oh well, I might take mine off. So
Well,
hey,
okay, when he sprayed on, he got it. He got it. He just sprayed on.
Well, I don't like that spray. Don't if your spray is running right here on your edge, it's a problem. I don't want none.
And that means the barber didn't do a good job if he got to use that spray.
I guess so. Maybe just I think they use it to thicken that up. Does anybody have the answer to the quiz question?
You said from 1917? No, we don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Madam C.J. Walker.
C.J. Walker.
Madam C.J. Walker. That's
okay.
Yes. Yes. Ace said, I don't know. I didn't get what Ace said. Can you put that back up there, Anthony? He said he put that hairpiece on the dresser at night.
But you know what though? I think that's a difference. I think that's a difference between when we as women wear like extensions and wigs and stuff like that. It's like I'm 100% sure that your man knows that that's not yours, right?
Not all the time.
Versus. Well, but I guess now let's put it like this. I think a woke man knows that when it is and when it's not yours. Versus,
some of them don't know till they touch it. They don't know.
True. Versus
feel in it.
Versus like a man where they get it, they get it glued on, like the black men that are getting like the man, wigs or whatever. Theirs are actually glued on. So it's like you would not know that that's a piece. Until you would never
that start
know.
lifting. That might start lifting right there.
Yeah, like me, when I have on a wig or whatever, like this I have on right now, it's coming off tonight. It's coming off. So my it comes off every night. So my husband is fully aware. Whereas if he wore pieces, I may never know. I may never know because they don't pull it off.
He wanted to look natural. He don't want you to know. Man ain't gonna take his off every time he lay down. You know what I'm saying?
That is true. I do have a family member though that had dated a guy who wore a piece, and she said that it looked really, really good, and it did because I didn't know it was. But she said the problem was it smelled the glue. You could smell the glue really bad.
But have y'all seen those transformations on TikTok when those guys go to a barber and they're like their hairline starts like right here?
Yes, and they come up.
If he did me like that.
Yeah.
Yes. They be coming out looking like, okay, I'll give you. You definitely wasn't giving them the number before they walked in, but when they walk
you
out,
gonna give it to them afterwards.
Yeah,
right. All right, so Ace, who do we have? What do we have next week, Ace? Can you?
Hey, yo, Ace, who do we have on the show next week?
I'm discussing the topics that have to deal with the black family. The food or the drink is good when the person says swallow instead of swallow. We're going to have an interview with Liberians with Tourette syndrome. And the name of the show is going to be titled Breaking the Rules. We will have their mics muted most of the time. Married couples that swing at the playground. Are they confused or just risk takers? Giggity, giggity. We'll see how that goes.
Adrian, the Ace Stinson, and the rest of the rebrandUS crew live Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central on YouTube and Instagram at rebrandUS Podcast, Facebook at rebrandUS, or rebrandUS.org.
I work too hard. Look, I work too hard, man. And we're back. When I first started wearing wigs, my
husband didn't know. He thought it was just my hair dyed.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay. What we got next week, Ace?
I always try to make sure that we have nothing but the best guests on the show. Anything for our lovely audience out there. Next week we'll be highlighting a specific group of women who they're actually coming into trend, and we're just gonna share some light on their lifestyles. So we'll be interviewing on the show. We have women with flat butts that are addicted to twerking. And the title of the show will be Keep Hope Alive.
Well, y'all, that concludes our show for tonight. Any last words from anybody? Kimberly?
No, I just want to thank y'all for having me on. Anthony, thank you so much for inviting me out. I've never seen it. It's my first time even hearing of the show. So good job.
Welcome.
Yes, Mina, you're gonna have to come back and do a cooking segment too.
Yes.
I
No,
love
we
doing
got to do
that. But thanks for
cooking
having me
live.
tonight. This was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun.
Christina's not a guest anymore.
I got my shirt on too. Yeah. No, this was
Yes.
great. And I just love just being in the presence of just beautiful Black strong women. We have great opinions, ideas, and it's just wonderful and just enlightening to be in the same place with y'all. So this was great. Thank you.
Awesome. Janique?
It's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it, and I appreciate you guys having me on to be able to just, clown around and, with these lovely ladies, and hopefully, there'll be more to come. I appreciate all of you guys.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone sees, Janique, if you see Tasha, tell her that I appreciate her.
I know what happened to her.
I don't know.
She just dipped out on us. She was like, "I'm not."
She did. We're gonna have to do this again, y'all, in a couple of months in 2022.
Yeah.
Y'all, signing off for rebrandUS, rebrand her.
Thank you.